Hi, everyone. Welcome to a pre-intermediate lesson. Today's topic is the present perfect. The present perfect is probably the most important tense in English, and it's super important that you get it down. Okay? So today we're just going to dive into it. Again, this is part of a series of grammar lessons that I have put together to take you from basic to advanced. And right now we're in a pre-intermediate level. I just want you to take a look where it is on this grammar table for the 12 tenses. It's right smack there in the middle. And a lot of people get confused between the present perfect tense and the past simple tense. So there's a relationship between the past simple and the present perfect, and you need to understand the past simple in order to understand the present perfect very well. And what I want to do right now is jump into some of the uses of present perfect and also highlight some differences between the past simple and present perfect. And then we'll do some exercises together so that you get more familiar with this tense. There are many different uses when it comes to the present perfect. Remember that the present perfect form is subject plus have or subject plus has plus verb 3. So if you don't know the forms, I will show you some of the forms while we do the exercises together. But if not, you can go and look this up on your own and then come back. This is more for someone that understands the forms already. Actions that occurred in the past but have a result or connection to the present. So when I mean until the present, I mean until now, okay, or so far at this point. But we are in the present. We're more focused in the present moment or in the present time that's still continuing rather than being in the past, like past simple. Past simple, your mind is more connected to a finished time, and we know when the thing happened. Here we don't know when the action took place. Example, she has just bought a new car. She is driving it now. Here she has just bought a new car. It means that it has happened just now, but it doesn't matter when it actually happened, but it's more connected to the present than it is the past. Past simple are actions that are completed, and we usually mention when they happened. So remember, past simple would be like, yeah, I was in New York last year, and last year I saw a Yankee game in the United States. This year I have seen a Yankee game because this year is a time that's still going. So again, if you need more help with this, you could check out my other videos on the present perfect where I really go deep into this. And also we have more exercises at davidenglish.info as well that you can practice and do more exercises. Example, she bought a new car last month. That's the past simple. She wasn't driving it last year. So let's continue here. Directions. Complete the sentences with the correct tense. At this point in time, you can stop the video and write down these sentences and practice this yourself. And let's go through this together. We're choosing if this is a past simple tense sentence or a present perfect tense sentence. Number one, they finished their work before the deadline. Here, it's before the deadline. So what do you think the answer is? I'm going to say that they didn't tell me when this happened. So I'm going to say they have finished their work before the deadline. The action is completed. But again, it doesn't matter when it was completed, but it matters that it has been completed. So they have finished their work before the deadline. This is an accomplishment. Sometimes accomplishments, it doesn't matter when they happened, but it matters that they happened. Number two, she never been to Australia before. In this case, it looks like it's relevant to her life. And I think they mean up until now. Up until now, she has never been to Australia before in her life. That's still going. So we're still in the present. We're not connected to the past. And maybe she will go to Australia. But right now, she has never been to Australia before in her life or until now. So there's some key words there that are rolling there. Until now, so far in her life. Those are key words for the present perfect. Number 3, we already make plans for the weekend. Here, you're not again telling me when you made the plans for the weekend. So I'm going to say we have already made plans for the weekend. And I'm using a verb 3. We have already made plans for the weekend. 4, he recently started a new job. In this case, it looks like we have the word recently, which can be switched for a keyword. But again, they didn't tell us when. In this sentence, you don't know when the action happened. So we're going to say, he has recently started a new job as an accomplishment. And again, it doesn't matter when it happened. Number 5, I see that movie twice. Here, you want to say, I have seen that movie twice because it's referring to your life. I have seen that movie twice until now in my life. I have seen that movie 2 times this week. Connecting the present perfect with times that are still going is very important. If you wanted to make this past simple, you could say, I saw that movie twice in 2010. Or I saw that movie twice when I was a young boy. 6, she never been to that restaurant before. Again, I think this is about her life and her experience. So I'm going to say she has never been to that restaurant before in her life or until now. 7, they just returned from their trip. The word just is usually a key word for present perfect. I'm going to say they have just returned from their trip. 8, she not finished her homework yet. The word yet is always present perfect. She has not finished her homework yet, using the word has here. 9, we meet several interesting people. Let me see. At the conference, we have met several interesting people at the conference so far, and maybe they're still at the conference and this event is still going. If it isn't still going, you can say we met several interesting people at the conference, but you know when this thing happened. He already read the book you lent him. I'm going to go with he has already read the book you lent him. The word already is usually used with present perfect, so it's a great example. Using the word already yet. Here in this activity, you're finding a lot of key words that you need to remember that go with the present perfect form. Directions, complete the sentences with the correct tense. 11, they here since 2010. I believe that they still live there because of the word since. The word since is a key word for present perfect. And I want to say they have lived here since 2010. They still live there. They're not done living. Here, number 12, I blinked her at the cafe yesterday. Yesterday, oh ho ho. Here we have a finished time in the sentence. We're automatically going to go straight into past simple. I saw her at the cafe yesterday. 13, he the report a few hours ago. Ago is a finished time. He submitted the report a few hours ago. No present perfect there. 14, she on vacation since last month. Since is another key word for present perfect. We're saying since last month until now, she has been on vacation. Remember, the verb 3 for be is been. 15, we the new software last week. Last week is finished. We installed the new software last week. If you want to say present perfect, then don't put a time in there at all and say we have installed the new software as an accomplishment. And again, it doesn't matter when it happened. Directions, complete the sentences with the correct tense. And again, get that pen, get your notebook, and get ready to write these down. Stop the video and then check yourself after. Let's get going. Number 16. Oh, and on top of that, guys, subscribe give me a like, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment. That way we can make this channel grow and make the channel grow bigger so I can reach a bigger audience and help other people in the world. And if you want more exercises, check me out at davidenglish.info. Number 16, she already finished her homework. The word already is a key word for present perfect form because it doesn't matter when she finished this. She has already finished her homework. 17, we not see that movie before. When they talk about the word before, that's another key word to remember for present perfect because it's not telling me exactly when. We have not seen that movie before in our life. We have not seen that movie before. 18, he learned to play the guitar when he was a child. Well, he was a child is over. It's a finished period of time. So in this case, when you're a child, it's over. It's a finished time. It's a finished period of time. So we're going to say he learned to play the guitar when he was a child. Number 19, I never tried sushi before today. So in this case, it looks like I have never tried sushi before today. So it's actually the first time that the person has tried sushi in their life. 20, the last time we meet was at the conference last month. Last month is finished. We're going to be in the past simple. We're going to be using the verb to. We're not going to be saying have and has. The last time we met was at the conference last month. And guys, you just finished 20 exercises. You're doing amazing. And the only way to get better is to continue doing the process. So let's go to the next video. Let's try together something. Tell me something. Past actions which are no longer relevant and past actions which are still relevant. What I mean is, like, I used to live in America. I lived in America for about 20 years. I don't live there anymore. And past actions which are still relevant would mean like, hey, I've just made you a coffee, drink it. I've made you a coffee, it's completed and still relevant. I have sent you an email, it's still relevant. Please respond to the email. I have made 5 phone calls today. Still relevant in the situation. Make it relevant. Make the action relevant. It's the answer key 1 through 10. At this point, you can stop the video. You can read out the sentences to yourself. Check your answers if you want. These are the answers. I hope you enjoy. Take a look. And let's continue to the next one. So that's 1 through 10. And here we got answer key 11 through 20. Again, you can read these out loud to yourself. Look through them. Find where the present perfect makes sense to you. Find where the past simple makes sense to you and get more familiar with these tenses. Again, that's 11 through 20. Take your time with it. You can always stop the video. And just remember, guys, for more information, you can visit and follow my social media accounts and always check out my website at davidenglish.info for more exercises. And you're doing great. See you soon. Bye for now. Hi, how are you today? If you would like to elevate your English level where people actually understand you, where you're not making mistakes, where you're not confused, where you have control of your English, then you're in the right place. My name is David Sugarman. I've been teaching business English for over 12 years and I can really help you. Currently right now, I'm teaching in big companies like Diplomat Israel, like IKEA and others. If you would like to hear more information, please reach out to me over here. Bye for now.